We are Healthcare Partners of Nevada. We promise to earn and keep your trust.
We promise to treat you like family.
We promise.
We promise.
We promise to be an important part of the prompt community.
We are Healthcare Partners of Nevada.
We're Healthcare Partners of Nevada.
We are Healthcare Partners of Nevada.
Contact us today to learn more about our promise to patients and to find out how you can see a Healthcare Partners doctor.
On Saturday, just after 5 p.m., a structure fire was reported off of Shadow Mountain and Leslie Street. We're going to speak to Fire Chief Scott Lewis.
Around 5:30 p.m. we were dispatched for the report of a structure fire, but it was unknown whether or not it was actually a structure at the time. Upon our arrival, we in fact found it was a heavy fire condition in the center part of the structure, which consisted of a breezeway that separated the two-car garage from the primary dwelling. The breezeway was fully involved, and it was extending both into the garage and into the primary structure. So we did a defensive exterior attack on the garage portion while mounted a modified interior attack on the primary dwelling, halting the forward progress of the fire further into that part of the house.
The firefighters actually went inside the structure to try to push it back towards the garage area. That was to save what you could of the actual living space and their personal property?
Exactly. Because there was a breezeway separating the two, the entire structure shared a common roof. However, the garage and the dwelling were actually separate and allowed us to make that modified interior attack on the house, thus preventing further damage to the personal property and the structure itself.
Any vehicles in the garage?
Not to my knowledge. There was a vehicle found in the street that they had moved away from the residence, but there was a lot of personal property within the garage, heavy fire conditions in the garage through the roof, and again, crews made a really good attack, saved a lot of the other property on the location.
A lot of fire conditions going on there. Was there a delayed report of this?
I'm not sure exactly what the extent of delay, but I do know this, that dispatch was overwhelmed with a number of telephone calls reporting the fire. And so very quick fire, rapidly advanced, had a good air supply because, again, it originated in the breezeway area. So it had a good air supply. It allowed it, there was a good fuel load in that particular area, which allowed that fire to grow quickly.
A young family there. Do you know how it started?
It's thought through an initial piece of the investigation that it was ignited by a juvenile who resided in the house. So the State Fire Marshal's office is involved, as well as the Sheriff's Office and Juvenile Probation and Pahrump Valley Fire Rescue are collaboratively investigating.
Red Cross arrived on scene. I saw some people giving the family some supplies.
Based on the fact that they didn't have another place to stay and the house was unoccupiable, they called the Red Cross, and the Red Cross came out and afforded them assistance.
Do you know, was this a rental house? Was this their home? Is there a fund being set up for this family?
I'm unaware of a fund. However, they were renters, and the owner is a California resident.
And nobody hurt in the fire?
There were no injuries reported.
And it appears that that 4-year-old was actually playing with matches in that breezeway, and that's how this fire started. Of course, the State Fire Marshal is still investigating that. There was also some reports that this may have had a delayed report of this fire, which caused the major damage of this home. The Red Cross is helping this family, and if you would like to help out, you can contact the Red Cross. This is Deanna O'Donnell for News 46.